Om Ahum, Om Ahum, Om Ahum, Om Ahum. Ah, good morning. Happy Sunday. Welcome to our weekly meditation, chanting, Dharma practice. If this is your first time, welcome. It's a good day to begin. Right now is a really good time to start. We don't have any time to waste, so let's get to it, right? First part of practicing is getting there, showing up to be in the practice. It's not fed to you, you eat it. So that's important to remember. It's on you. It's on you to endeavor. It's on you to start to scratch away at those things that bring question and discomfort and doubt. It's important to face those things and examine them in a way that you've not done before. Show up and check things out in a new way. And when you've done that, things will start to show themselves. I won't give you more than that because you should be looking for it for yourself. We teachers like to say, we are just the finger pointing at the moon, not the moon itself. So you follow the lead of where the moon is, and you check it out. I hope you've had a wonderful week. And if you've not, then you have plenty to practice on. So, that's good. So, as we begin to sit, find a comfortable seat. Make sure that you're upright, supported. Actually, I'm going to adjust my own cushion because I should. Don't have to be cross-legged on the floor, but you should be upright in a chair, wherever you are sitting. If you're not tired or don't feel like you're going to fall asleep, you might lay down or recline a bit. I don't recommend it because for me it induces sleepitation, napitation. So with that, we sit upright. It's important to take long, slow, deep breaths into the lower belly, diaphragmatically breathing, calming the body, bringing ourselves from a sympathetic to a parasympathetic state, which means we're calm and cool, resting and digesting. So if you're not feeling that, if you're feeling agitated, take some long, slow, deep breaths. A couple ways you can do it: through the nose and out the nose, in the nose and out the mouth, or if you can't breathe through your nose, in through the mouth and out through the mouth. So there's no hard and fast rules. You'll find that when you start experimenting with breath types, that they induce different states of being. So it's a good practice to check out your breath. So with that, I'm going to get started. And we'll ring this bell 3 times, allowing that sound and vibration to bring us here, invite us to our seats, and into our practice. begin with the path clearing and wish fulfilling prayer to Padmasambhava, followed by our refuge prayer, once in Tibetan and 3 times in English. Dosam Sangye Guru Rinpoche Nungdrup Kundak Dewa Chen Bojam Barche Kunsel Dudu Drak Potsel Solwan Depsul Jinji Laptu Sol Chinang Sangwei Barche Jiwadang Sampalunji Drupal Jinji Lob. Precious Guide, one with all the Buddhas of the 3 times, blissful presence and source of all spiritual accomplishments, fierce destroyer of illusion who dispels every obstruction, we pray to you for blessing, inspiration, and realization. Please remove all outer, inner, and secret obstacles, and spontaneously fulfill our aspirations. Sangye chodang soki choknam la Zhongchu bardu dagni kapsu chi Dakji jinso gipe sonam ki Drola penshir sangye drupar shok. In Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, we go for refuge until fully awakened. Through the power of generosity, ethics, patience, enthusiastic effort, concentration, and wisdom, for the sake of all beings, may we realize and demonstrate our innate goodness. In Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, we go for refuge until fully awakened. Through the power of generosity, ethics, patience, enthusiastic effort, concentration, and wisdom, for the sake of all beings, may we realize and demonstrate our innate goodness. In Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, we go for refuge until fully awakened. Through the power of generosity, ethics, patience, enthusiastic effort, concentration, and wisdom, for the sake of all beings, may we realize and demonstrate our innate goodness. The great Yogi Milarepa sang, "My body is the holy mandala itself, wherein resides the Buddhas of all times. With their blessings I am freed from all needs and attachments. By day and night I offer them up. Happy am I to do without material things, knowing that all beings in the 6 realms of samsara are inherently Buddhas, and all the 3 worlds the self-creating, measureless Trikaya Palace. Whatever I do is the play of the Dharma Dhatu, ultimate reality. Whoever I'm with is the Yidam deity. Wherever I stay is the Buddha's abode. Happy am I to forego outer supports, rituals, and symbols." Before we get into our silent practice of meditation, we'll chant for a few minutes. We'll chant Lama Cheno, which means calling in the Lama, or awakening the Lama, the teacher within you. Everything you need, everything you are to understand and endeavor is already within you. So we turn and ask within to come out. Come out and endeavor our exploration together. Lama Chenno, 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 Lama Chenno. Bring your awareness, your attention to the center, right here, right now, the center of your experience. This is the destination. So there's nowhere else to go, nothing else to do, nothing special to be or become, nothing to learn. Simply remember, be here and now for whatever arises. Long, slow, deep breath. Focusing and intensifying on the in-breath, relaxing, releasing on each and every out-breath. turning toward any discomfort or tension, stress, and release it. This is the most important moment. Don't squander it. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. By the blessings of the Triple Gem, may the minds and hearts of all beings be attuned to the sublime Dharma. Bless us to move forward on the path of true understanding. May the way be cleared of all impediments. Bless us that the elusive vision may appear in the light of the transcendent wisdom of Buddha. May unskillful thoughts and actions cease to arise. Bless us with the awakening of true love and compassion. May all beings realize perfect enlightenment. May all beings reach and realize perfect enlightenment. So, I want to talk today about what I'm going to call spiritual procrastination. I think as lay practitioners, meaning us non-monastic householders that have lives outside of a temple, and where our practice is secondary, or maybe even further down the list. that we sort of just get to it. Maybe once a week, maybe once a month. Maybe we even go further than that. Maybe it's months at a time. Or maybe it's been a year. But we've turned away from it for the illusions of being fixated on our relative selves. And our relative selves, what I mean by that is our human experience. So the, physical form and, how we get kind of rutted into that ho-hum, him and haw kind of life. I don't feel like doing it, so I'm not going to do it. Just show up when it's a bright and sunny day and you woke up on time and everything aligned perfectly and you're going to go to brunch afterwards and just everything is perfect. Instead of being in your practice every day, no matter what's going on. And a lot of you have practiced with me long enough to know that you don't have to practice for hours and hours a day. Bringing your attention to what you're doing mindfully and still getting your life done is the practice. So we can practice in silence, in stillness, sitting on a cushion with our eyes closed and the door shut and maybe some of the distractions shut outside. And that's nice. I love it. But the laundry needs done. And there's that, comfortable spot on the couch and the remote control's already in your lap. And, it's the 20th time that you saw Steel Magnolias on TBS or something. And you're going to watch it anyway. So you just do that. There's very specific teachings in the Mahayana and Mahamudra and Dzogchen practices that say this is a precious opportunity, this life, this human life that we're in, that we take for granted. That we have this precious opportunity, that not only do we have the consciousness to be able to see and access to that consciousness, to be able to see our own discomforts and practice within that, we also have found Buddhism. We have found a vehicle that will get us there. And yet, when we're younger or when we're distracted, we think, I'll get to that later. Casually go at it, and I'll have time. When I'm old and I have nothing better to do and I've seen all the Golden Girls episodes, then maybe I'll practice. And folks, when I'm talking about practice, I'm talking about discomfort. I'm talking about seeing the discomfort. Because we habitually, as humans, push aside anything that is uncomfortable, hide it away, getting this mental image of taking whatever we don't like and tossing it into the trash can, the kitchen trash can specifically, the one with the white bag and, the lid. And we keep chucking things in there, thinking, I'll take that out to the curb later. But you don't really like taking out the trash. It only smells when you open the lid, but it's rotting and festering. But still, we overlook it, push it aside, because it becomes its own discomfort. That's where all the discomfort lives. I'm gonna avoid that. I'm gonna turn away from that and just focus on my preferences. I only like the things I like, so there I will reside, and that's fine. I'm not saying that you're not allowed to have a distracted life of blissful ignorance. That's really what it is. If that's your flavor, do it. That's great. But if you're really looking to understand and relieve your suffering, you must examine that which is uncomfortable. And it doesn't take a lot of effort. When you're practiced at it, and you can see, that's my attachment. I'm attached to what I like, and what I don't like is an aversion. So I immediately put up a fight, and I put up a resistance. I don't want the thing I don't want. The trash smells bad. I'm not going over there. I'm not taking it out. It's somebody else's problem. And it just rots and festers. And at some point, you have to deal with it. You have to get it out. So you make the mad dash out to the curb and dump it all at once, gagging and retching, and you're in a terrible mood because you had to do it. We let it build like that instead of handling it one piece at a time, and understanding that those discomforts are insubstantial. They're just based on a belief, they're based on a reaction, and a very basic reaction of like and dislike. I don't like that, so I'm going to ignore it. Throw it on the pile. And then we end up with the therapist, and we're like, I don't understand. I don't understand why my kitchen stinks. So there's a practice that many of you have known me long enough that I don't really teach Tonglen, because I feel like it's a misunderstood practice, for one. And it must be done within first. So as Westerners, we like to speed ahead, and we're going to be the hero and help everybody else out of their suffering, but not deal with it in ourselves. So we've got our own rotting trash cans, but we're taking other people's out. So let's creep into Tonglen just a little bit. In the practices, it's often called taking and receiving, or taking and giving, receiving and giving. So, actually, the other way around. Receiving and giving. Yes, that's it. I got my thoughts in a twist. So, we're receiving whatever it is, turning it. So think about discomfort. Think about pain for a minute. Say I've got a pain in my finger, cramp or something, and we focus on that pain. Take it in. Understand that we're having a reaction, a human reaction to a sensation, right? And we can maybe adjust it, rub it, put some cream on it, put some ice on it, call the doctor if we need to, and relieve that suffering. Turning it, relieving it. And then when we understand, that's what it feels like to have pain in my finger, we'll understand when someone else says, my finger hurts. We understand that. So there's a receiving of your own discomforts that you must begin to digest so that you can help others simply by understanding and being sympathetic, empathetic, that there's a condition happening. We all have discomfort. So when we bring in that discomfort and understand it, we can then experience it, and we can wish for all beings to be free from that suffering. We can wish it. I don't want anybody else to deal with that. I don't want anybody else to have to go through the experience of that. So we wish for that suffering to go away. And we do that by understanding the suffering itself, turning toward it, not stuffing it away and letting it rot in the corner, but bit by bit understanding it. So whenever you feel pain, you can take that in, turn it, compassionately aware of your own situation. Turn it and turn that out with compassion toward other beings that may be in a similar or even worse situation. But you can understand it, and when you feel pleasure, when you feel that turn and lighten the load of suffering, then you can wish that all beings have that experience as well. So it's bit by bit learning to receive, take a little, and give a little. Take a little, give a little. Don't get mired in personal preference of I don't like that, so I put up the negative wall of resistance. It's not helping. It lands a bit of negative karma when you're having a negative reaction, especially if you're just letting it go. So turn toward it. Take the trash out daily so that it doesn't stink and rot in your experience. And stop wasting time. Stop wasting time and thinking I'll get to it later. I'll just do it when I have a moment, when I have some peace. Make time. Make it important or don't. Get on it. It doesn't take that much. Just turn yourself toward what you're doing. Embrace it. Daily. Daily, moment and moment alike. Keeping yourself in the center. Middle of the path. Middle of the road. Okayness. Don't have to be overjoyed every moment, but okay. You'll be okay when you understand that everything is as it is. And it's our resistance and our preferences that make it sufferable. So quit wasting time. Do it now. When things get crappy, you don't like something, examine it. What don't I like about that? Is that just an old habit? Am I just reacting the way that I've always reacted, and it's an unconscious addition of negativity to my experience? Can I look at it in a different way and release it from that cycle of suffering? Try. So as far as spiritual procrastination goes, clean up. Clean up, get a broom, get a dustpan, sweep out the corners, start fresh. It's a brand new year. It's a brand new awakening each and every single moment. Don't let yourself just get caught in the I'll get to it laters. You have a very precious opportunity as a human that's alive and has the good sense to be able to check out your own experience and understand it. Don't squander it. With that, I'm going to close with the 4 Dharmas of Gampopa and Longchenpa. prayer for 10 accomplishments, and our bodhicitta dedication, wishing our practice to be for all beings everywhere. Bless and empower us that our minds and hearts turn toward the Dharma. Bless and empower us that our Dharma practice becomes the path. Bless and empower us that that path truly dispels confusion. Bless and empower us that the confusion itself dawns as primordial awareness. The Prayer for 10 Accomplishments by Lama Surya Das. May we realize true sincerity and integrity, inner purity of mind, dispassionate equanimity toward all we see, right understanding of this dreamlike world and the next, loving compassion toward others and the genuine intention to be helpful in alleviating suffering and confusion. May we directly perceive the truths of impermanence, mortality, and interconnectedness. Relinquish wandering thoughts and rampant desires. Accomplish freedom of mind and clarity of spirit. Remember with gratitude those who have gone before and shown the way, and vow to reach together full and complete enlightenment. John Chup Sen Chok Rinpoche Makye Panam Ge Gyurchi Ge Panyam Parme Payong Gong He Gong Du Pewar Sho. May the pure, brilliant sun of bodhicitta dawn in each and every heart and mind, dispelling the darkness of suffering and confusion, unstoppably until all are illumined and awakened. May the pure, brilliant sun of bodhicitta dawn in each and every heart and mind, dispelling the darkness of suffering and confusion, unstoppably until all are illumined and awakened. May the pure, brilliant sun of bodhicitta dawn in each and every heart and mind, dispelling the darkness of suffering and confusion, unstoppably until all are illumined and awakened. Body, speech, and mind directed toward awakening and for the benefit of all beings, without one single exception. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for endeavoring to find your discomforts. Release them. Release that experience. Yeah. Find some joy and happiness by your actions. If you'd like to donate, please go to kansascitybuddhistcenter.com. And there's a link there. We appreciate you. Bye now.